Hi, I'm Phil Mahood. I'm here on the beautiful shores of Lake Ontario in the town of Belleville. This is the site of the 2015 Vincent Owners Club North American Rally. Among other things, we're here to celebrate the 40th anniversary of the first Ontario Rally, which is held in Shadow Lake, Ontario. And many of the people who were at that rally 40 years ago have come to visit us again this year. As well, we have at least 70 other riders here. So this is a very big event. Let's go and meet some of the folks and see what's going on.
It's been marvelous. I'll tell you, just having Vincent's and being amongst all these folks is just great. Most of my friends are motorcycle people. Most of those motorcycle people are Vincent people. I mean, it's like-minded friends that think the same and just enjoy life, having fun with their Vincents. We're still kind of motorhead, gearhead guys like you, and we come to these rallies and you guys do a great job, and here's another marvelous rally. It just can't beat it.
I'm here with Bob Williams. Bob Williams was at the very first Vincent Owners Club rally in Shadow Lake in 1975. Bob, you've survived all of these years.
All these years.
And how is that? What's the secret?
Pretty good. We at the time we had a D Shadow, and in fact Stuart Monroe rode it there because he had lots of experience with Vincent's, and so we all came together. We stayed in a little cabin together, the three of us, Patricia and myself. And then over the years, we've had, Phil, 8, 9 Vincents. We've had Sea Shadows, we've had Lightnings, we've had Egleys.
Do you enjoy building specials and fast motors?
Yeah, I did. In fact, we collaborated on one enterprise where we built up a real rat motor, stroked, bored, 1 3/8 heads, put it in an Egley, and I took it out and raced it at Nelson Ledges against, what was that guy that used to have, he had an Egley as well.
Rip Tragle?
Rip Tragle, and I could take him in the straights, but he could take me in the corners because he was a better rider than I was. So, but nevertheless, when we hit the hammer on that Egley, it would go.
Hi, I'm with a lovely couple here from the state of
Massachusetts,
and you both, husband and wife, Denise and Pete Talabac. You've ridden here on these two Vincents, Denise, on this lovely Comet.
Yes.
Any problems on the road?
I had a flat tire to start,
Yeah.
which put us back on time, but we beat feet and made it, and that was the only problem we had.
And Peter, how was your ride?
Other than her flat tire, it was spectacular.
Okay, Pete and Denise, it's just lovely to see a couple riding Vincents together like this. But I'd like you to know as well that they are very famous for campaigning and Vincent-powered Neeler's sidecar rig. I had the pleasure of seeing these two compete at Mostport, and it was the most beautiful sounding Vincent, to be honest, that I have ever heard. I'm a bit surprised, at something you said to me yesterday, Denise. You said you hated to be a passenger on the bike.
Yes.
Because you had control issues.
Major control issues.
Okay, so and so how does that fit with being a sidecar monkey?
Oh, well, if he doesn't have his monkey, then he can't steer the bike.
You got to understand,
So
both people are driving the sidecar.
Yes.
I decide what I want to do, she makes it happen.
okay.
It's
So
definitely a joint effort.
you're a great team, and it's obviously you've resolved your trust issues. This must be true love.
It is true love. Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming. It's been a pleasure to have you both.
Thank you.
I have with me Richard Grandin from Gatineau, Quebec, Richard, how are you today?
Oh, fine.
You enjoying
It's
yourself at the rally?
Yeah, sure. It's so many Vincent here. It's a
This,
pleasure.
this is your Vincent, Richard. How long have you owned this?
Since the 60, I think, I don't remember exactly the year. I think 66. I have it. It's a long story.
What is it that you find appealing about Vincent over all these years?
First, they were the fastest bike in the world, and I was from the 70s, so 60s, so 73 still was the fastest bike just when I arrived the Kawasaki 900.
Yes.
So, and for me it was speed, but this bike is speed, but it's a lot of devotion that to make them run nice. They're not easy.
They're not easy.
No, not easy. It's to me, this is a story I could simplify and say it's a love and hate. It's like my English mistress.
Oh.
And with all the advantage and all the disadvantage, some years are so beautiful and some are very exhausted.
Well, thank you very much, Richard. Enjoy the rest of the rally and have lots of fun. That's all we're here for.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Okay, I'm here with Neil Donovan and Chris Slawinski, both from Chicago. You know, Neil and Chris have been coming to our rallies for a very, very long time and are still involved with Vincent. So I believe you still own a Vincent.
I have a Vincent Firefly.
Yes.
Yes.
And as I understand, you were the ringleader of a group called the Mean Bikey Chicks.
Yes, that is correct.
And can you tell us a little bit about that and some of your adventures?
Well, most of the people here know me as Tiger Lady. The Mean Bikey Chicks were formed as a actually the Vincent Club became our auxiliary club, and we escorted them to rallies and whatnot.
They made sure we had
And
fun.
you kind of wiped up after them, I think. Yes.
Neil's correct. We made sure they had fun because before we came along, they were not a whole lot of fun.
I would agree with that, Chris. I thank you for your.
And we got them into a lot of trouble. And the Chicago section became known as the party section.
Oh.
Yes. What was the term? We were just nothing but a bunch of drunken extroverts was how someone called us, and we said, yeah, that's us.
Thanks for that, for your reminiscences, Neil. And enjoy yourself this weekend.
We absolutely will.
Okay.
Oh, but let me add, our flag is the Jolly Lips. A pair of lips with crossbones behind them. Yeah. So if you see a Jolly Lips, hail it, and there's a Mean Bikey Chick nearby.
Okay. Thanks so much, Chris.
Oh, sure.
I'm here, Andrew, with Glenn Schreiber. Glenn is a long-time Vincent legend here in North America, lifetime honorary member of the Vincent Owners Club. And of course, he was here at the very first Shadow Lake Rally in 1975.
Yep.
And I see you're still here doing the same thing with your mobile delivery service, beer delivery service.
You want one?
I would love one, Glenn. Thank you.
Canadian. No, Belgian or whatever.
Stella Artois. As our chairman once said, a good beer drunk in sufficient quantities.
Sorry I don't have any champagne with me.
We'll try that later, Glenn.
Yeah, I've been honing my skills.
Glenn, what is it about Vincent's that have kept you interested and involved all these years?
A little bit of everything, but I know it's an old deal, but the people, just like one big family, and some come, some go, but the bikes keep coming back. They just bring new owners. But yeah, it's one big happy family, sort of.
Well, thank you for that, Glenn.
Semi-happy.
You enjoying yourself this weekend?
So far.
Oh, take care.
What's wrong with the bike?
It's had a loose nut.
I'm here with Eric Halvalo. Do I pronounce that correctly?
That's absolutely perfect. Yes, sir.
Okay, from Pennsylvania?
Yes, sir.
Eric, you're one of our newer, younger members.
Yes.
How long have you owned a Vincent?
8 years.
8 years?
8 years.
Well, that's just, you're just a rookie.
I'm brand new. I'm a newborn baby.
Okay. What is it that attracted you to Vincent's in the first place?
Do you want me to hold it? What attracted me to Vincent's in the first place? There was a man in Pennsylvania by the name of Doc Pat. Doc Pat had a 47 B Rapide that he hadn't run in a number of years, and he showed it to me. And he had a bunch of really fine motorcycles, rare one-offs, but he spent the lion's share of the time on the Vincent. And he said, check this out. Look, if you just pull this off, this is where the valves are adjusted. And if you have to adjust the clutch, it's right in here. And look at, there's a tool tray right here. And as soon as you showed me that tool tray, I said, all right. I said, if you ever sell this, I want it. And 9 years later, it came up for sale, and Summer bought it. I only had 18,000, and Summer had unlimited.
That's Summer Hooker.
Summer Hooker, yeah. So he bought it. He still has that bike. And it has been a sore spot in my craw ever since that I wanted a Vincent. If for no other reason other than it was an engineered bike. My friend told me, they're infinitely maladjustable. And for some reason, then my sick mind that appealed to me. And a friend of mine had a Shadow sitting in his basement for the last 40 years, and they finally uncovered it. And the man who owned it decided he needed to get married, and he wanted to sell the bike to pay for the wedding. And I didn't have any money, and I had no experience and no skill in British bikes. And it came to my knowledge that it was for sale, and I showed up to look at it. And I did the best I could and offered him what I could. And he went, deal. And I went, oh my God, I just bought it. So that's what it is.
Well, thank you, Eric. I think the club is in safe hands with new members like yourself, and have fun this weekend, and have a long and happy time with your Vincent.
Trying.
Saw you out there on the ride today. Did you enjoy that?
I did. It could have been about 20 miles an hour faster, but it was good.
Okay. We all want to go. We all want to go faster. I'm here with the famous and infamous Mike White, and Mike White actually knows most of the Vincent owners in Ontario and the U.S. because I dare say he's built most of the motors that they run around on.
I think that might be true.
And you're still smiling, Mike.
I'm still smiling.
How many bikes do you think you've built? Roughly.
It's about 120.
Okay.
Somewhere around there.
And what have you learned about Vincent owners? Dealing with the.
Well, they're a great bunch of people, and they're very trustworthy. They're trustworthy of me. And we've just had a great relationship over the years with restorations of their bike, and they've become more family and friends than just strangers. And it's given me the opportunity to meet those people and learn about them, and mostly about the bikes and things like that, because let's not forget, without that and without Irvin and Phil Vincent, none of us will be here. Not one of us.
Richard, of course, was one of the original attendees at Shadow Lake 1975, and you've come back, and I know you have some thoughts that you'd like to share with us today.
Yeah, the main thing that strikes me is that how cement-like membership of the VOC and the various people in it is. I've been spending the morning going around talking to people that I haven't seen for 40 years, and it's just as if I was talking with them yesterday. That kind of friendship you just can't create. It's something that occurs, it's organic. At certain times in life, there's a chemistry, people get together, things happen, and it's a magical moment. I know that sounds corny, but it's true.
I'm here with the unknown comic, and he has been waiting for 40 years, I think, to redeem himself, and I think this is it.
I'm not saying anything. I will not be identified.
That voice is very familiar. It sounds, it is. It's Tony Cordy.
Oh, yeah, what can I say, huh?
Thank you for coming all the way from Vancouver, Tony. How's your trip been?
Marvelous.
And was it at all worth it?
Just like it was 40 years ago. Can it really be 40 years?
Can it really be that you're so short of words, Tony?
Well, judging by my performance the last time where I had too many words, I thought this time that I would be profound and silent. But hey, listen, what can I say? What a great time. Those of you who have studied the mild ones carefully and my dialogue will possibly remember one key phrase. This was a fulfillment of a lifetime's ambition.
Owning a Vincent is really and truly a fulfillment of a lifetime ambition. Recalling back to my early days, the men who owned Vincents were always the cream of the crop. And I would hate for a moment to say that I was part of the cream of the crop, but to me this is the epitome, the ultimate of motorcycling. As it was in days gone by when I thought motorcycling really was something to be enjoyed fully 7 days a week, 52 weeks of the year.
And it has been so. 40 years since I bought my first Vincent. Friends around the world, friends in Canada, friends everywhere. Could a man ask for anything more? You cannot kiss me, I'm sorry.
That is profound indeed. Thank you, Tony.
Yeah, wonderful. See you again in 40 years' time.
No, next year in Montana.
Next year in Montana.
I'm here with a very distinguished Vincent owner, Jim Yong. If you've seen the Mild Ones movie, you'll probably recall Jim was here in 1975 with his son Aaron. What's up with Aaron these days?
Aaron lives in Brooklyn, and he's working for a high-end company that does renovations of apartments and buildings and that sort of thing.
So you're very, very proud of your son, of course, and he rode with you when he was 8 years old on the back of your Shadow all the way, and you rode again this year?
Yep, did.
That's
indeed.
fantastic. The same bike?
Same bike, different state.
Jim, what's kept your interest alive all these 40 years in the Vincent?
I'm stubborn. It broke in '77 when I came back from the rally then. And, life gets in the way, and I never got a chance to really work on it in total. I did repair lots of bits and pieces over the years, and finally in 2011 I got it back together again.
Lovely.
Not in time for the rally in New York, however.
All right. Well, we're glad to have you here this year. Thanks very much, Jim.
Pleased to be here.
Hi, I'm here with Bar Hodgson from Ontario. Bar, of course, is well known in the Vincent Owners Club, has a beautiful collection of Vincent motorcycles. And this weekend for our rally, he's brought two incredibly gorgeous bikes. There's a 1955 Vincent Black Prince and something that we haven't seen before, Bar, this machine right in front of us. Can you tell us what your idea was with this particular Vincent?
Well, this bike I had to build from pieces, and I just had the crankcases, so I decided I wanted to build a restoration, so it'd be a good-looking, proper-looking Vincent Black Shadow, but it had to be more than that. So I upgraded a lot of things on it. It's got upgraded brakes, wheels, suspension, and a big engine in it, 1300 cc's, bored and stroked, and we're just going to have fun on it.
And is that using a lot of Terry Prince parts?
Yeah, the engine's got the Terry Prince stroker kit in it, the big bore kit in it, and all the rest of the parts on the bikes are bits and pieces I had on shelves. And so I finally got to use all these in this one project.
So it truly is a basket case and a very special one as well. How are you enjoying the rally so far, Bart?
Oh, this has been a great rally, and of course there's a couple more days to go, so we're looking forward to all of it and that, but they're always so much fun when everybody gets together, coming in from all over, and I'm astounded because we have people from BC, from Florida, from California, they're from all over, and we're having a great time.
I'm here with Bill Easter. He's known all over the world because he's been all over the world with his Vincent. Bill, how are you today?
All right.
Are you enjoying Shadow Lake?
Yes.
I need to mention here that Bill won our first long distance award. In 1975, he rode from Los Angeles, California to our rally in Shadow Lake. The total return miles was 5,400. That was an astonishing feat at the time, Bill.
That was just 5,400 to get there.
Oh, 5,400 to get there. My mistake.
I took the Great Circle route.
Okay. Anyway, I don't think anybody had ever done anything more than about 600 miles to a rally that we held before. And I must say that it inspired quite a few of us to duplicate your feat, including me, may I add, when I had the pleasure of riding across our great country, or your great country, to the Visit Our California rally in 1980. So I thank you very much for that, Bill. How old are you again, Bill?
79.
79. My goodness. And where are you going from here?
Home.
And then where?
Oh, to the international rally in Italy.
Oh, okay. And tell me a little bit about your plans for that.
Well, my plans to ship the bike over and go over to England and put the bike together and travel over to Europe.
How many times have you done this, Bill?
I don't know.
We've had quite a few international rallies. I think you've attended just about all of them, haven't you?
I've attended all the international rallies.
Wow, that is amazing. And of course, that was all started right in Shadow Lake?
Right.
Okay. How are you enjoying
John Andrews.
Yes. How are you enjoying yourself?
Fun. Great.
Okay.
I'm enjoying myself.
Okay, thank you very much, Bill.
Okay.
You're a great inspiration to us all. Keep going.
Mm-hmm.